Hey, good night. Good to see you people. I was going to do this on my Facebook or my personal profile, but Facebook Live wasn't working, so we'll do it on here. It's meant to be. I'm not doing this part as my... Oh, why is the lighting weird in here? Oh, anyways. I'm not going to do this video as part of my challenge. I think I'll start that tomorrow. I awoken the beast the last couple days inside of me, and I've been doing some real intense work with that, trying to figure out, what's going on and how I can grow from it and heal and all that good stuff. And something came up for me, and I put it in the comments here, that I want to talk about. One is simplifying your life, and two, your intentions and feelings behind doing things for people. So I'll start with simplifying your life first. We live in a world that is so multidimensional and texturized and visual, and we are a very stimulated society, culture, whatever you want to call it. A lot going on. And it's amazing. There's lots of good stuff. But it gets overwhelming. Extremely overwhelming. At least for me personally. It's something that I'm constantly paying attention to for myself, and sometimes I forget. I think maybe that's partially why my dark passenger came out in the last couple days, for me to talk with her. When we've got a million things going, things are chipping away at us, and we can't focus on one way or the other, that is usually a sign for me like, I need to be grounded, I need to go inward, I need to clean, clear, cleanse, I need to simplify. And so what my anger is telling me is I'm doing too much. Even though it might not feel like it, I am. So I start looking at things that can simplify my life. And while I was doing that, my intentions of doing things and helping people came up. And through that, I was evaluating something that I do for somebody. And the last month, maybe a little longer, I've been doing it and just being pissed off about it. Just having shitty attitude about it, getting annoyed about it. And instead of, tell the person I can't do it anymore, I just decided to make myself suffer. Because this person needs it, or how are they gonna, their needs were 100% above mine, and I'm over here like, well, I don't even have any say in it. And I'm like, dude, that's bullshit. I do. So, I start deciding today, well, I'm gonna have to tell them. And then I tell them I can't do it anymore, and then I'm like, oh my god, how are they gonna respond? And I'm like, it doesn't matter how they respond. It's what's going on here for me. It's something that might seem simple to somebody else, but I personally don't want to be doing it anymore. It does not feel good to me. I'm not going to do it anymore. And so I was feeling guilty about that. And I'm like, no, I don't need to feel guilty about doing something that doesn't feel good to me. We are here put on this planet to move towards what feels good, because that's what the human experience is about, is having these emotions and having things that feel good. Yes, we're going to have what feels bad, and it's learning. And this is a feeling bad that's making me learn. But it's just an eye-opener to remind ourselves we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. We always have a choice. No matter how much you think or feel like you don't have a choice, you always do. You just have one weighing on you one way or another that's making you feel guilty or shameful or something that makes you feel like you have to do it. But you don't have to. So, you might want to weigh the odds. But if you feel really icky about doing it, most likely I'm going to say that's going to win. You're going to want to not do it anymore and back away from what's not feeling good, because if you're putting your icky energy and intentions into something you're doing for somebody, it's not even that great anyways. We want to put, when we help people, we want to put our energy forward in a loving and thoughtful and helpful manner. We don't want to have to begrudgingly drag ourselves through the mud to help somebody. Though we probably will sometimes, but that's okay. When you realize it, analyze it, and let yourself off the hook a little bit. You don't have to own people's feelings or their situations. People always figure it out for themselves. This situation right now, I'm figuring it out for myself. And I mean, when I was in it, it might not have felt like I was going to figure it out, but just give yourself a break in these situations and know that if you were supposed to continue to do it, it would feel good and you would have positive intentions towards it. And if your negative energy is going in there helping other people, it's not really helping them. Somewhere it's messing them up, because if you're not feeling good about it, there's some resistant energy there. And I'm sure somewhere they're going to feel it or experience it. And that's not good for them. It's not fair to them either. So be mindful of that and let yourself off a hook. Be loving to yourself. That's what I'm really having to work on, is giving myself love and not feeling guilty. And releasing myself from the outcome of that attachment. And then I was also thinking, well, how am I going to present it? I'm like, simplest way possible. I need to simplify my life. That's what I'm going to say. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Don't have to explain it any more than that, but that's the, get down to the juicy detail of why you no longer feel like you can do something, and give them the honest truth, but don't make it too long. You don't want to feel like you're justifying or making up an excuse or all that stuff. Just be very simple and say, I just need to simplify my life, and this will help me do that. So be mindful of the things that you're doing for people and how you feel about that. It's very big, important, because also if you keep doing things for people and doing it begrudgingly, you're going to get really sour on yourself. You're going to turn that good deed into something shitty for yourself, because then you're going to despise it, and then you're going to look at them like you're annoyed with them when you're annoyed at yourself for continuing to do that. That's not fun energy to play with either. Yeah, that feels good. And simplifying your life, man, has that just continually been a saving grace in my life. Simplifying your life is going to look different for everybody. Keeping your schedule open, not packing it so tight with things. What else is simplifying? Going with the flow more, not letting the control down, trying not to control things as much. That definitely helps simplify, because you go with the flow more, less resistance. Take on less and do more for yourself, because the more you got your self-love here, the more you can self-love it out to the world. Oh, kind of coincides with this card I got a couple weeks ago here. Gentleness. I'll just go ahead and share it again. Gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. Be simple with yourself. Strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. Love in action endures. Strength is gentle. Yes, I like to look at that, because, when we get in our anger, it's not gentle. And that's not really strength either. That's accumulation of stuff, or taking on other people's stuff, and it comes out. And we can't always see it coming. Sometimes we don't realize that we're storing things, but when it comes, we have to deal with it immediately, or it's going to be lingering and feel real icky. So take a look at it, see what it's got to say to you. Ask it questions, get to the root of what's going on. It is really going to help you simplify things and be more relaxed, and be able to go through and do things with more grace and ease. All right, beautiful beings. Thanks for showing up. I love you all. Have a wonderful, sparkly night.